Hello everyone and welcome to the Kiki London YouTube channel. I'm Amanda from Enchanted Nails by Amanda and I'm going to be doing some videos for you all. First up today we have a gel polish removal tutorial, so I really hope you all enjoy watching and find it helpful. To begin with, I have got a gel polish set on my natural nails. These have been on for around 2 weeks and the last couple of days I've been quite hard on them as I've been unpacking some boxes. They don't look too pretty. As you can see, there's a little bit of chipping and there's the regrowth there. So they're definitely ready for removal. To help remove them, I'm going to be using the Kiki London toolkit. So I'm just going to open this up and show you guys what you get inside. So included in the toolkit is a 100-180 grit buffer. I absolutely love this one, to be honest. And also a 100-180 grit file. Now I have used the Kiki London files and buffers in the past and I find them really good quality. As well as an orange wood stick. These come in handy for so many things when you're doing nails, but today especially I'm going to be using it to help remove that gel polish. And then you also get a double-ended cuticle pusher. Alongside those, I'm also going to be using the Kiki London Gel Polish Remover, which contains 99% acetone. I love the flip top lid and the bottle lid for this, to be honest, because it makes dispensing really easy. And I'm just going to be using that with some cotton pads and some tin foil to hold them in place on my nails. To finish off today, I will be using the Kiki London Coconut Escape Cuticle Oil. I have to say this was my first time using this one and it smells absolutely amazing. And this will just help bring back all the nourishment to those cuticles after a removal. Now, because I'm going to be using that new file from the toolkit, I'm just going to take one of my older files and prep the file. So I'm just scoring along all the sides of the file, and this will just help you prevent cutting your skin or around your cuticles, just because new files can feel a little bit sharp. And then that file is ready to use. So I'm going to be using this to begin with to roughen up the surface of that gel polish manicure, basically to break down the top coat, because this will really help the gel polish remover penetrate into the gel polish and it just speeds up the removal process. Now you can use the 180 grit side of your file if you prefer, which was what I used first of all, but I personally like to use the 100 grit side. I just find it works a lot quicker because it's that bit coarser. Now all I'm really doing here is, like I said, roughing up the surface and breaking down the top coat. So I'm just gently going over the entire surface of the nail, being really careful that we don't file the natural nail regrowth, especially if you're using the 100 grit side of the file. So that's why it's really fab that the Kiki London files have that curved side, because they make it a lot easier to go around near that cuticle area and regrowth area without touching the natural nail plate. I'm just gently going backwards and forwards with that file. You really don't need to remove a lot. We're not trying to remove the whole gel polish set with the file. We're literally just breaking down that top coat. It doesn't matter if you remove a little bit of your colour or nail art as well, but you do want to be careful. You don't want to go too far through those layers, because we're going to be removing them, one with the gel polish remover, and two because we don't want to hit the natural nail with that file. So once I have finished filing, I'm just going to scrub away all of that dust using my nail brush. And we're then ready to move on to the next step in the removal process. So to apply my gel polish remover, I'm going to be using cotton pads. So I'm just taking a cotton pad and cutting it into 4. If you have longer nails, you may prefer to just cut it into 2. But basically you need to make sure that the cotton pad piece you're going to be using is big enough to cover your entire nail. And you don't have to use cotton pads. You can, for example, use lint-free wipes. That is just down to personal preference. So I'm then going to take one of my cotton pad pieces and saturate it in the Kiki London Gel Polish Remover. You want to make sure that it is fully soaked, because the gel polish remover will start to dry out when it's breaking down the gel polish. So you need to make sure it's nicely saturated, and like I said before, make sure that it covers the entire nail. I'm then going to be using some tin foil to hold it in place. I also find that the tin foil helps keep the warmth inside the cotton pad, and it also stops the gel polish remover drying out too quickly. But if you prefer, you can also get clips to hold the cotton pads in place. Or some people also prefer to use the gel polish in a soak-off bowl. So again, those things are just down to personal preference. This is how I personally find it easiest to remove a gel polish set. I'm then just going to repeat that process on the remaining nails. So making sure to saturate that cotton pad using a generous amount of remover and then securing the cotton pad in place with the tin foil. This was a little tricky to do on myself and record at the same time. And then I'm going to speed through and do exactly the same on the remaining nails. I didn't want to leave all of it in real time because I thought it might be a little bit boring to watch, but I'm literally repeating those steps. If you are enjoying the video, please don't forget to like, comment and hit that subscribe button. We will have lots more videos coming up on the channel, so there's lots coming for you guys. If you have any requests, please pop them in the comments below and we can begin working on any particular videos that you may want to see. Now that I have all of those in place, I'm going to leave those to soak for 5 minutes for the gel polish remover to begin working its magic. I obviously waited those 5 minutes off camera, so we're jumping straight back in to removing the tin foil. And I'm then going to take the orange wood stick from that toolkit and just very gently start scraping off the gel polish. As you can see, it's already flaking off and it's broken down. So just take your time and really gently ease it off. I'm not applying any pressure here, and any gel polish that's not ready to be removed, just leave it in place because we're going to apply the gel polish remover again for a further 5 minutes further along in the video. So once again, I'm just going to complete those exact same steps on all of the nails. So you can see here, I'm just gently pushing back any of the gel polish that's flaked off. You really don't need to apply any pressure. The gel polish remover has done a lot of the work for you. By just removing it now, it means the next layer of gel polish remover we apply is going to be breaking down more of the base coat. I have now sped up doing the remaining 3 nails, so it does look as though I'm being a bit rougher, but I'm not. I'm just still applying that same gentle pressure with the orange wood stick. I just thought it'd be better to speed through the steps because they are all exactly the same. And you can see here now that that 5 minutes soaking in the gel polish remover has broken down my top coat, my nail art and the 2 layers of white gel polish that I used. All that's pretty much left on the nail is the base coat, and I just have the thumb left here to do. The thumb was a little bit more stubborn, and like I said, you don't want to apply too much pressure. So anything that's not ready to be removed, don't force it because we can apply more of the gel polish remover. So I'm then going to just take those same cotton pads. You can use fresh ones if you prefer, but I just used the ones I had there. And I'm simply going to do exactly the same as before. So applying a generous amount of that gel polish remover and wrapping it in the tin foil. Exactly the same as before. Make sure that that tin foil is quite tightly around the cotton pad so it's all secure in place. And this will really help break down those last remaining layers of gel polish that you have got left. So once again, I'm going to do exactly the same on the remaining nails. I will just speed through so you haven't got to sit and watch me do this. And there are different ways of doing a gel polish removal, so I'm sure at some point on the channel I will show you different ways. You can soak off in a bowl as well. This is just how I've personally preferred to do it over my years of being a nail tech. Once again, now that we have all of those cotton pads applied to the nails, I'm going to leave that to soak for a further 5 minutes. And then we're ready to remove them. So I'm simply going to remove the tin foil and cotton pad. As you can see, there's barely anything left now on the nail plate to even scrape. So I just take that cotton pad and give it a good wipe. And then any stubborn bits you sometimes find around the cuticle or sidewall area, you might get a little bit that you need to scrape off with the orange wood stick. So exactly the same as before, just being really gentle as you scrape those off. I had really minimal to scrape off, to be honest, so the 10-minute soak time was perfect for me. I always find it a little difficult showing how to do things on my little finger because it doesn't go where I want it to go, especially when I'm doing things on camera and I've got the camera right in front of my eyes. So it's a little easier to show you the steps on the remaining fingers. So I just wiped over that nail with the cotton pad. It's still quite wet from the gel polish remover. And then I'm just taking my orange wood stick and gently scraping off any of that flaky gel polish. Being really gentle, we're working on top of the natural nail plate, so you do need to be careful. You don't want to apply too much pressure or really dig into the nails. So once again, I'm going to speed through and do exactly the same on the remaining 3 nails. Now I do have a little bit of damage already to my natural nails. It has nearly grown out. You may see it further along in the video, but this is where I had a full set of acrylics on and I bashed my hand in a door and it sort of lifted those acrylics up off the nail and it just caused minimal damage, but it has nearly grown out now. So I'm being as careful as I can because my nails are a little bit weak from that. Now, hopefully you can see here that that gel polish has all been removed. So I probably spent around 10 minutes in total soaking, so the 2 5-minute blocks. And then I probably spent only another couple of minutes scraping with my orange wood stick. So it's quite a quick removal process. I do like to take my time and not rush though, especially when I'm recording as well. It does slow me down a little bit. I'm then simply taking a fresh cotton pad and some of that gel polish remover and wiping over the nails just to make sure all of that dust and debris and everything is all removed from where the gel polish has broken down. I'm then going to take my Kiki London buffer and very, very gently buff over the surface of the nails. Just gives a little bit of a shine to them and brings them back to life a little bit after the removal. Now, I'm not applying a fresh set of nails. This is the steps I would take if I was leaving my nails bare. I would work slightly different if I was going to come in and apply a new set because I would then come in and do all my natural nail prep. So because I'm not putting any new nails on today, I'm not going to really worry about doing any prep, but I like to give them a little bit of a buff because it brings a nice shine to them. It brings them back to life a little bit after the removal process. But I am only very gently buffing. Again, I'm not applying any pressure. Here I just thought I'd point out to you guys that that is the damage that I mentioned from a previous set of nails. So that hasn't been caused by anything I've done in the video today. The gel polish mani probably has protected my nails a little bit, to be honest, and hidden the imperfections from that. I'm just going to give them a one last clean up with a cotton pad, and we're then going to come in with the Kiki London cuticle oil. So Kiki London have 3 different cuticle oils. I've been using their peach one, which I absolutely love, but I now also have the coconut one, and this one smells gorgeous. So I'm just applying a 1 drop of this to my nails, and I then come in and applied a little bit more to my skin because that has also dried out a little bit from the removal process. And then I'm just really massaging that in. This just helps replenish your nails, cuticles and the skin around your nails, especially after a removal, but I would advise using the cuticle oil twice daily anyway. Now that that has been massaged into the nails and skin, we are at the end of the gel polish removal process. I really hope you found the video helpful. If you do have any questions, then pop them in the comments below and I can get back to you. If you check out the description box, I will leave a link to the Kiki London website, as well as all the products that I have used in today's video. I will also pop in the description box below a link to the Facebook page and Instagram for Kiki London, so do head on over and give us a follow there as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Take care. I shall see you all again soon. Bye bye.